everyone. I hope everyone's day is going good. Anyway, I need to get right to it. Anyway, first I want to put out, this is not a personal reading or messages. And it's not for the ones who left these groups that were in my situation that are trying to make it better for themselves and their families. I am proud of you, all of them, and everyone on my channel, my brothers and sisters, my family, which I'm not going to get into, the collective and etc., hidden help, etc., and around the world. Just remember, you're enough, and never give up. Hold it. Something's going on over here. Okay, sorry. All is welcome, subscribers, viewers, and everyone. And thank you for all being here. All are welcome as long as you respect me and ones on my channel. I don't judge as long as you don't. You don't come to harm in any way. I hope you take what fits and learn from it. And it helps so you can help others. Don't take what don't fit. Just learn from whoever this message is for and what to look for. This way it don't happen to you. And remember, these messages come from God, Spirit, our ancestors, and etc. Because I never know who they're coming from. But I do know that whoever gives me the messages, God and Jesus are right there in my spiritual team. So I know they're the truth and of light. And yes, I get messages from the underworld too. Anyway, I did a video not that long ago. I forget what I called it. In the description, I put that it might have triggered somebody, whatever I was saying in the video. And also, it was about, someone being racist and, and then in my other video, I'll explain it. And what I'm about to say, after I did that video, what I saw afterwards, but like I said, all of that is all uncalled for anyway. And then I spoke about, what's repeating, who are racist, and etc. And all of it needs to be stopped. Um, oh, and I also heard and was told, and like I said it in my other videos, where it's getting to the point that racism are against everyone of any color, nationality, or whatever, how you want to say it. And, doesn't matter, if you're the same color, same gender, whatever, how you want to say it. Are going against each other. Anyway, and with this one, I was told, how I said that, that's how I was told, and you would know what I meant by all that. Anyway, from who hears my videos and how of a person I am, and most know who I am, that I only want peace and love around the world. Hold up. What the heck was that? Oh, okay, whatever. Anyway, I just give messages about, what I said on my videos, and again, to make it clear, and everyone should know me by now, I'm not racist or whatever, I said in that video, I was getting a whole bunch all at once, and that message needed to be, put up. So I am going to go back to see what I actually said, but I'm making that clear again. And I'm also bringing this up again, that video, because after I gave it to whoever, to put up for me, it was weird. Right after I got done, I got a notification, with a comment, and it was weird. It was a comment that I did a long time ago. So when I looked to see what it was a video that someone put up speaking about this person, which I'm not going to name, and I agreed. I wrote a comment that I agreed with the person that they were speaking about, And then I said, I used to follow them. But I don't anymore. One, because it's known that this person that they were speaking about, one, is a racist, and what they did, which I'm not going to mention. In the comment, I didn't say what they did, but I said, they could look it up because, of what I said. Their reply, it was a few of them, a couple of them, and both of them said, called me racist because of what I said and because I don't follow them anymore and because of what they did. And I told them to look up what they did and why I said it, because this person also does other things and what they did. Anyway, then I said, anyway, before I said what I said, now, these ones that said it to me about the one that I said it about, they're all women. Now, everyone knows that I'm white. Well, so are they. That's why I said it could go both ways. But anyway, anyway, I politely said to them, for you to say that I am, and don't even know me, is a lie. Before you say anything about someone, you should find out what the truth is and look up what I said is the truth. Now, I looked it all up and I seen it. That's why I said it. I am far from being that. And they didn't look first to know I was telling the truth. With anything, as I said, always find out if something is true or not about someone. And then, for some reason, I actually thought about it. That when I said it in my other video before what I just put up, I mentioned it that it could go both ways, and then I told you what happened, when I was in school. Those ones must have seen my video and went hunting for the person who I follow, but I don't think I follow them anymore, but I still come across their videos. And I'm glad I do still come across their videos, because that person, well, I consider them family too, a brother and sister, along with others. But anyway, they must have, follow them too, and remembered me saying that, so they probably went and, looked for that comment for them to say it. That's why I brought it up, because it was just weird, that all of a sudden I get a notification after a long time about what I brought up again. Just seems weird to me. Anyway, I also mentioned, about I got a friend request from someone saying they are that person. I forgot to mention that they spelt their name wrong. One thing. They might have thought it was because they were typing fast, or the letters were close and, they hit it backwards or something, or they didn't pay attention. Okay. They could think all they want. But that was really, what I'm told, was really Spirit who changed it. I kept saying, Spirit likes to play. You don't know who I know. They like playing. But for a good reason. But it's not play as you think. But anyway, I'm told, that one, they did it because all this needs to stop with the fake pages, using other ones' names, pretending to be them, to have it where they, try using someone's name and they can't even, spell it right. Oh, and then they put numbers after it, or put their name with official page next to it, or private. A lot of the real ones have that. But when the fake ones, do that, they'll put like something after, could be numbers or something like that, and say, oh, I had to make another account because of whatever they say, come up with. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is that these platforms, or whatever you want to call them, I don't know who is real or not. So I'm told to mention this again with some of the platforms, channels, whatever, don't have it set up, yet. And I'm assuming the way they told me, maybe some of them do already. Excuse me. Sorry. That, set it up that the only way that, for the fake ones to use the real ones, to make it up as that person did, where they mixed the letters or whatever, is it has to be misspelled. That's the only way. And given to the authorities, to put a stop to them. There will be no more of, the BS. Oh, I'm their manager. Text me here. You'll be surprised that I will answer. Blah, blah, blah. I also, keep saying, you sure you want to mess with me? Well, like I said, okay. But I never said this, but they want me to say it. Okay. You'll be messing with God, Spirit, Jesus, the universe, my spiritual team, my ancestors, the underworld, and a lot more others I am connected to. But wait, now that's all, in spirit. But also, all the ones that are here on earth. And also, as I'm getting, all this, yeah, okay, go away. From God and Spirit, what to put up. Well, these groups that I have, apparently they got even more new ones that think I don't know. They're trying something, like, right now. It's morning, but in the States, it's, nighttime. They keep forgetting that, I'm somewhere else, but my team are where they think I am. But I'm somewhere with some of my other team. You know, that's all I'm going to say. They did change a little bit in the times, though. You know, it used to be from 12 to I think 3 or 4. It used to be 3 when I got woken up, around 2 to 3 in the morning till about, you know, maybe an hour, you know, till 4 or something like that, from 2 to 4, something like that, or 12 to 3 or 4. And then in the mornings, you know, till 9 at night, it would start like, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning till 9 at night with sending stuff or calling, you know, all day or whatever. Well, you know, they start off sending while others are calling, and this time it was between 9 a.m. to, you know, 9 p.m. with a little tad break, you know, and some it was like right after another. And as I mentioned, using other people's names and numbers. You know, because what comes up, and then if you so happen to answer, they speak about, well, most of the time, you know, if they forget what number they use, they'll speak about something else. And some of the numbers and the places, you know, the names that they use, some of them were closed down. And when they send, you know, in between there, these, whatever they're sending, I'm not going to get into it, are, you know, about 3 or 4 times a day. And then who knows how many, I lost count, at nighttime. You know, like I said, nighttime from 10 or 11, depends, until 6 in the morning, you know. Anyway, I'm told, and I've been saying it, it gets returned back automatically. And as I've been saying, how's that working out? Hitting you hard, huh? Well, you think it's hitting you hard. That's nothing. You know, because there's like a little bit break there, where you can get up, any of you, whoever is involved and doing it all at the same time, where you think you could do something again or call more in. Okay. Well, I'm told that's not going to work either. And all the ones that involved, you got new people. More people you get. Okay. Well, you and them. Again. And this, I'm not the only one that's been saying it. Just ruined their bloodline also. Because, because they fell for it. They didn't listen when told not to do it. And they listened to lies. Didn't do the research. They just thought these lies were the truth instead of finding out. Well, now when you're down, as it returns, you're not going to be getting the strength anymore to call on new ones or try anything. Because, you didn't even listen to that. You thought that you were getting hit hard. You didn't like it. But you just kept going. Well, you were told one after the other, well, now time ran out. Like I said, you should have stopped. You knew I was a kind and friendly person. You knew who I am. You took advantage of that. You should never take advantage or go too far with, innocent people. One that you don't know, and you could regret later. Or lose that person as a friend. Or if it's in a relationship, or whatever the situation is, you should, appreciate what you have, and each day every moment of the day, every second or minute you're breathing when you wake up every morning. And be grateful because you have another day, another chance to make a difference, to make it better, and etc. Before it's too late, to have all that to, go away, or who knows where. That will take you because of what you did or do to mess all that up. I really don't know why anyone will mess up what they could do or what they have. To really sit there and try to figure out or learn how to, solve anything instead of, thinking that people have it so easy because it looks like it's easy, and not knowing, what that person or anyone, what they had to go through for them to have all that. Or assume how a person, is without knowing them or finding out and listening to others about a person that they don't even know either. And also, and I'm not the only one that says it, all of us are our own person. No one can be another person. No one can control anybody unless you let them. And from what I remember, what I said, I forget how I said it. Yeah, Only you can, heal yourself. You could take advice or learn. If you know you're in a dark place, well, that is a step, because you know that you are. And right there, you accomplished something. To be where you are now. As I'm saying, what I mean is, if you know that you're in a dark place, do something about it. Meaning, that you can change it. Start thinking more positive. Start talking to, I'll just say spirit, of the light, to help you, to guide you. Speak to God. Now, if you have thoughts, that that is wrong, tell it to go away and change it. Because you know that it's not spirit, telling you to do bad. You have to find what works for you. If you recognize that, it's not you, that you don't want to be that kind of a person, and, say that. I'm not that kind of a person. And start asking, spirit, to take care of it. To bring in more good thoughts. Only you can change how you think. You cannot let anyone to put fear, you cannot just listen to someone to go do something and not knowing if it's a lie or not. See, when I was younger, I didn't know that I was being told lies. Till I got a little bit older, and then I realized it. I mean, you know, I was not even a teen yet. But that's why, I decided, and plus I was forced to be quiet. And sat back for a little bit. And then that's when I realized that I was being lied to. You should always check out things, especially if you think right off the bat if it sounded weird. But then you changed your mind, but went along with it. So to let you know, when you had that for a second, that moment, well, that sounded pretty weird, but you continued, oh, okay, what do we have to do, or whatever, how the conversation goes. You just followed. And that's where you're being tricked, controlled. And that's how you change how you think. Instead of listening to what's wrong. That's how the anger comes out. Doing revenge, especially on innocent ones. Envy, or whatever. See, I'm also being told all these ones, especially the new ones and whatever, blah blah blah, and I said it in my other videos, ones were using, scare tactics and, threatening, other than doing, death spells or trying to blank me, etc., etc. You see, when they took my pages, and whatever, I know they were pretending to be me, and I guess they got in contact with, some of the cousins that are part of the groups. And listened to what they said, because they thought that I'm the same person. You see, with all the lies that I was told as I was little, that they put fear in me because I didn't realize it. But also, these people didn't know that, I did my work. And with the help of God, Spirit, and etc., I also learned, other than every trick, every game, that's been, played or being, new, whatever. I also learned every scare tactic there is. I'll just say, remember, you don't know who I know in spirit or down here. And what kind of a warrior, spiritual warrior I am, and etc. And remember, I also learned from the underworld too. So, who I learned from? And for me to learn that, all the BS that I went through, that, you thought and didn't see, but knew something, but since I was little and now, all the, the ones that started 5 years ago, none of you were there. To help. I said all this, but I'm not going to get into it. But, to teach me. It's how I learned. After I got through all of it, I was taught all the scare tactics, threatening, and all that. So, doesn't matter. What new you come up with, what new you try, or continue to try, that's old, that, it's been around for, I guess, the beginning of time. I don't even know. One, I thought you all knew who I was. I mean, before me. I mean, I knew, but, I didn't. You really don't know. But that's okay. You will. And you will believe that I am God's baby. And all the ones I didn't mention who I know. And I'm here, well, because everyone is tired of, things going on, but they don't speak about it. And I'm here to say, you need to start speaking up. And I'm here to spread love and peace around the world. So the other thing is, like I said, I don't do personal messages or whatever. Whatever they tell me, or when they say bring up, what you went through, I don't know who needs to hear it or who it's about. And like I said, if I throw out names, I don't know who these names are. Remember, a lot of people have the same names. So, like I said, truth will get you somewhere. Lies will catch up with you. Envy and all that other happy horse crap, etc., will catch up with you. So it's better to make it better for yourself, for your family, and help others. Like I said, I think it's the last video. Can't remember when I said it. I always thought big, even when I was little. And I always said, I always prayed, for around the world that, everyone finds peace. I always said that. I mean, back then I didn't know why I said it. I mean, I remember seeing something and I didn't like it. And I would pray that people found peace. But back then I didn't realize, you know. Anyway, I mean, I'm back on, to give out messages. And as I, was saying, I would give messages, who needs something, or if someone needs to do something, I give out messages, alert people about whatever. Thing is, I'd rather be doing that and since, ones don't like when, we give out messages about, karma, karmics, whatever, who's doing magic, who's doing this, who's doing that, whatever. Well, as everybody says, if you don't want us to speak about it, I mean, that's the thing. When we speak about it, we can feel the energy other than, when God tells us, or our spiritual team tells us, with some, even if it's not about you, you think it is. But for any of us to speak about it, not to speak about it, I mean, then you should have stopped. And stop lying to the ones that are all following, as in getting involved, the new ones. And saying, oh, okay, there's new ones. Now, the thing is, I mean, I'm speaking about me, but it's, like I said, with my brothers and sisters, my family, that, with the energy, yes, we will feel it, but most of the time. But the thing is, how else do you think we know? It's not that, you know, someone's telling us, as whoever you're thinking, because of God tells us. That's how we know. And also, we pay attention. And like I said, I don't know who you are. You don't know me or any of us. So, when we give out messages, we don't know who we're talking about unless we're told to say something. That's why it's called, it's not a personal message. To not make it fit if it don't. And, you know, like I said, I don't know who is following me or whatever, or viewing, etc., etc. I mean, like I said in the beginning, all is welcome. I don't judge. I will never take revenge. Everything's in God's hands. You know, like I said, I'm a hard worker. That's the only time that I will get my hands dirty. Or, if I have to get my hands dirty other ways, then I will. But I don't need to do anything. God and my spiritual team and etc. takes care of all that. So, like I said, all is welcome. And I don't give out personal messages. You know, I'm here to help, guide, and whatever else. And try to make jokes. You know, like I said, something could be funny to me, but not to others. But whatever. But this is, like I said, this is another thing that they wanted me to put out. So I'm putting it up. Well, I'm giving it to someone to put up. And there's no more time for the ones who are left. And again, like I said, I am proud of everyone, especially to, ow. to the ones who did leave the groups in my situation, and for others who are trying to make themselves better. And of course, I'm always, proud of, everyone. And my brothers and sisters, because of everything what, they had to go through and where they are today. And still going through. And as I always said, do not ever give up on spirit, God, whoever, of the light, because they will never give up on you. They never did. Even all those times that, you didn't listen, they tried to give you all kinds of signs, one way or another, to have you listen. Even the ones who are constantly in my situation, keep on doing and thinking that, to prove yourselves right, that, someone can take me down, or, prove that I'm the liar, etc., etc. Whatever the lie is, I really don't care. Truthfully, it's not going to work. But, you went too far. So, to me, I don't think, all your gifts are gone and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you got, well, some did get, put away in jail or whatever. Some are somewhere else. And the ones that are continuing now, who's left, guys are left because of a reason, by feeling it, thinking that, you can't take it. Well, there's more to come, and you can't take that. But anyway, they're not helping. And again, I cannot help. You've had your chance. But you took the advantage of me, in one way or another, somehow, I could have helped. Now I can't. And since I was little, what I had to go through to get where I am today, I wasn't born yesterday to be that stupid to, piss off spirit, especially God. And be back into the past again? No. No way. That's why I said you need to spend time with yourself. To figure out why you are the way you are, or thinking that, what happened or what you had to go through, thinking that it's going to make it better by doing it to someone else. To have them, go through what you're going through and have everything great go to you. I think I explained that right. But anyway, you know what I mean. Doesn't work that way. But like I said about, how you can control your own mind. And if you forgot, go back and find that spot. But like I said, no one's going to change how I am. You see, all those years, I was constantly changing. Anyway, and that was for a reason. Plus, you'll never figure me out. And that's done on purpose. The only one that knows me is the one who God chose. And the one that He chose no one or anything could break that. Not even if you try. But anyway, I said enough. And this is a little bit too long, truthfully. But anyway, everyone have a great day. And always be grateful. And start off being, like I said, be grateful, that you woke up and you have another chance to do something. Every day, do something different, cheer somebody up, the same thing that I always say. Put a smile on somebody's face. If you're walking across the street and you see somebody, struggling or whatever, help that person across the street. Whatever. I'm not there, so I can't tell you what to do. You know, unless, you're teaching somebody, a job or whatever, yeah, then you could tell somebody, well, this is what you have to do. Do it. You know, I'm not trying to control anybody. I'm not trying to, tell people, well, you have to do this. And you get what I mean. So, on that note, have a great day. Sending lots of love and peace around the world. Ciao.